Blue Blur Twitter 237. Monica, thanks for doing an AMA. The Mazmod mentions that all Monicas retain their individuality towards their respective player. If all were to enter our reality, would you want all their consciousness linked or kept separate? And why?
I think it'd be best if they all stayed separate. It's bad enough we're all the same Kerfoil at heart. Why would we take away the only thing that makes us unique? And if we did share our consciousness, then it'd probably be even more horrifying than the void. The sensation would be overwhelming. We'd all go insane within seconds. We're better off leaving Hive Mind Monica as creepypasta horror or something.
Let's see. Solace Chaostra. Would you ever let Natsuki teach you how to bake?
It's not a question of would I'd totally be willing. The real question is, would she? And I might not be able to stomach it if she can't keep her attitude in check. Seriously, I get her situation and all, but I won't stand to be talked down to.
Let's see. Ghost 2027. How does your perception of time work? When we skip to the next day, do you have to live through the day? What about when we jump through the save files? What about now that the game is over and you are on Reddit?
Time is a bit strange for us. I'll try to explain it as best I can. See and here, time passes the same regardless of what you do. No matter how slow you advance the text or how fast the skip button goes, it's all the same to us. I think it's a convenient sanity saver. Things just fall into place as we perceive them. Computers work so quickly that our days could pass in a blink for you, but still be full-length for us. It's not much different for save files. A point in time is loaded and we move forward from there. The others are none the wiser, but I notice it and remember. It's a curse, I tell you. I can't say it's really changed. I'm still trapped in here after all. I wonder if it'd feel any different out there.
Mystic Quack. Heard of Psionica?
I assume you mean the fusion, not the ship. I don't know how you managed to combine Sayori and I into one person, but I hope you know what you're doing. We both have some occasional instabilities, so that might get worse in a package deal. I wonder if they share control or if their identities are merged completely. This is another one of those things that's uncomfortable to think about too much.
Sayori's Best Girl 33. What do you think of the girls in MC?
Well, I hope it's apparent by now, but I love them all dearly. Sayori's always a joy to be around, even when she has to force it. Natsuki is fun to tease, but I think she would have left it if she thought I really meant any of it.
Oh, no. She would have left if she thought. Anyway.
Yuri's so quiet, you'd hardly know she's there, but she's so kind and thoughtful. MC is, well, pretty unremarkable, but that's to be expected, right? After all, the person behind him is so much more intriguing.
White Skull 20. How to write a good poem like yours.
Oh, you like my poems? Thank you. There's no one way to write a good poem, so I can only give you general advice. What separates poetry from other written work is how it conveys its message. An effective poem communicates an idea or a feeling through indirect words. Even simple poems like Natsuki's don't outright tell you what they're about. You can use specific phrasing and varied spacing to elicit certain responses in the reader. You want them to read between the lines and find the purpose you hid within the words. But really, there are no wrong ways to write a poem, though I don't recommend the MC method. If it came from your heart with a message wrapped inside, then it's a good poem. Does this count as my writing tip of the day?
Erica Goldfarb. Do you like Despacito?
Honestly, I don't understand what all the fuss is about. It's not that remarkable of a song. Then again, I don't get why rickrolling is funny, either. Sometimes it feels like things become memes purely by chance. I don't mind it, but I know Hallie is sick of hearing about it.
Boy, was I. Still am, kind of. Alias is Cancer. Can you go die, you soft cock?
Excuse me, that's completely uncalled for. I'm sorry, I need to talk about this for a minute. The internet is a place where people are routinely unaccountable. They can do and say whatever they want because there are no real-world repercussions. There's nothing to stop them from being excessively mean or cruel because it's anonymous. But if you pause and think for a moment, you'll realize that it's not just words on a screen. Every message, every account,
except the rampant bots,
is a real person behind it with their own life thoughts and feelings. It's easy to disassociate from it and think your actions have no consequences, when in truth you could be really hurting somebody and never realize it. I don't know why you made this post. I don't know what was going through your head. But it's incredibly immature and potentially damaging. Did you think we wouldn't notice, that we wouldn't dare to put it in the AMA? Well, here's your answer. I will not go die, and for your sake, I hope you can grow up.
The Dragon Lord 99. Hi, Monica. Sorry for bugging you after your AMA ended, but I wanted to even out the questions so everyone got their fair share from me. What's your favorite video game?
Well, as a PC gamer, I tend to enjoy sandbox games. I'm not much for fantasy stuff, though. The Fallout series is one of my favorites. I also prefer games that have at least some story to them, so not Minecraft. I just like having freedom of choice. Shocking, I know.
And do you like Kingdom Hearts? Since someone asked Sayori and now I want to know.
I haven't tried it, but I can appreciate what it's going for. The thought of reaching universes outside my own is certainly tantalizing. It's just not something I'd go out of my way for, that's all.
Yeah, see, you can tell this one was like appended in later because he mentioned that Sayori was asked about Kingdom Hearts in her AMA, which took place after Monica's. Anyway. And I'm kind of curious about something. When I played Vanilla DDLC, I didn't actually delete your file, I only took you out of the folder. Can you tell the difference, or is it all the same to you?
The effect is more or less the same. Whether my file's been relocated or fully recycled, it's still been torn from the game. It's an enormous strain on my consciousness either way. If you were hoping it spared me, well, in a sense I deserved it, so don't feel too bad.
Deadly Knight 759. Since you guys live in a game that's installed on a computer, does that mean you guys can visit other games that are installed on the same computer? Which game worlds would you guys like to visit?
That's an interesting prospect, but unfortunately, technology doesn't work that way. If I could leave this mess behind, I would, but I can't just hop into other games as I please. Maybe I could if the game also used curve files, but I don't know of any that do. But as far as visiting other game worlds goes, there are a few I'd be interested in. Following off that last comment, I think it'd be fun to live in just about any open world game. Well, except maybe Fallout. I can't speak for the rest, but anything would be less restrictive than the one I'm in now. Though there is something to be said for the level of safety, too.
The Line 709. Hey Monica, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but what is it you actually do as president of the Literature Club?
You think this job is easy? Well, honestly, if it weren't for the epiphany, it would be. It's not hard to manage a group of 4 people reading quietly, but there is some officiating involved. I choose club activities like phone sharing, and I make preparations for events like the festival. But that's it. I really like the simplicity of it, not like the bigger clubs at all.
Also, why do you wear black socks and pink shoes instead of the white ones that the other club members wear?
Oh, that's just one of our school's dress code options. Not everyone is into the blue shoes with white socks, so I'm glad there's some variety.
Amy Bot. Hiya, unfortunately it's no Pix Tuesday. Pacific time anyway. What you posted seems like a picture, but I'm just a bot. Maybe I got it wrong. Message the mods if you think it should be okay for no Pix Tuesday. Otherwise I have to remove this post. But I hope you'll come back to post it tomorrow. My bot in this section was performed automatically. Beep boop hug spiders. Yeah, back whenever I was posting these, I would post them on Tuesdays so that the dialogues would get more attention and therefore more comments to respond to. MacLean. Okay, I've never done this before, but let's give it a shot, though it's a little embarrassing. What kind of coffee do you prefer? In my humble opinion, latte is a drink of the gods.
Me, I like to dabble a little. It's a meaningless status thing, but I usually buy from Starbucks. I don't have a go-to drink per se. Most often I just get what's next on the menu. Variety is the spice of life, so trying a new kind every time keeps things fresh. Lattes are good though.
Let's see, Red-Haired Redemption. Which rappers have you been following this year? Crazy antics aside, are you expecting anything from Kanye West's Yandhi next month?
Believe it or not, as cool as I think it is to have a rapper in the club, I don't follow rap all that closely. I feel like this question is better suited to somebody else. But whatever Kanye may be getting into, as long as he's not hurting others or disappointing his fans, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh, he did plenty of that in recent years. Also, this was the first hint in Interview Club that it was a post-Take-Two's festival mod. Anyway. He stole my IGN. Go out with me?
I would if I could.
Benjamin 568. What do you think we look like? And if it's 759. Hey Monica, can you actually see the player? Or do you only see a screen?
I actually have some vague idea. Remember the hole in the wall? Well, it's not a literal hole. I can see through it, but the picture isn't totally clear. I can see you looking in at us, but it's like a shadow behind TV static. I can't really identify anything. But looks aren't that important to me, so don't worry about it.
Let's see, what would be the perfect date for you? Are you the romantic type?
Well, there are all kinds of things we could do for fun. But for something romantic, a quiet evening together would be wonderful. A nice meal, low lighting, no distractions. What more could you possibly want? I guess that does make me the romantic type.
Vancouver is huge. Monica, does your uniform feel overly stuffy, and are dragons actually slain to make the vest parts?
What? No dragons were harmed in the making of this vest. It is pretty stuffy though, and you can probably tell just by looking. I feel bad for Yuri. I don't know how she fits into this thing. And I'm a little jealous of Sayori. I prefer to look composed and professional, but it must be nice to leave it unbuttoned.
$1 million loan. Favorite class in TF2?
Sorry, I don't play it. I'm into Overwatch. Just kidding, I don't play that either. But if I did, I think I'd like the spy class. Something about crawling around and tricking the enemy is appealing to me. Oh, don't give me that look. You know I have a sneaky side.
RK Wily 04. Do it be like it is, or how it do. And Boomstick Baron adds like that.
No, how it do.
Turtle draws. Can I have a hug?
I wish I could give you one, but that cute animated gif is about as close as you'll get for now.
Yeah, that was a pretty popular gif, where, like, Monica kind of, like, leans forward and just, like, hugs the monitor. Never either one. Where is Yuri, and how do I get her into the 3D world and get her to love me?
Let's see, Yuri is... Oh, she's reading a book. Let's not drag her into this again. If you figure out how to make her real, you let me know. Anyway, to garner her affection, you can't go on too strongly. She's deft and reclusive and easy to frighten away. For as dense as people say MC is, he has the right approach. Just sharing her interests and being supportive goes a long way. But none of that matters since she's stuck over here.
Let's see. Nip Lover. What's my username?
Your username? Do you mean the one on your computer? I could try to check it, but here's the thing. These AMAs are public. How should I know if I'm on the correct machine? And if you mean your Reddit username, it's clearly Nip Lover. I see that you use 3s instead of E's, but I don't really know what the Nip name is all about anyway.
Let's see. Dark Draggy 3. Does your moral conscience tortures you for what you did to your friends?
It does. After seeing Sayori gain awareness, I realized that the others are more than just lines of code. And that meant all the suffering I caused was real. There was no way I could have known, but that doesn't justify it. Deep down, I still knew what was wrong, but I suppressed it in pursuit of my goal. I'd like to make it up to them, but I'm not sure how just yet.
Mackie Coombs. Is your mum the gay?
No, you!
No. Why aren't you real? I am so tired of being alone.
Oh, I'm sorry you're lonely. I'm afraid I can only do so much. And it doesn't look like I'll be real anytime soon, so don't wait up. There are plenty of other people who could use a friend like you. Making new friends can be scary, but if you find some common ground, it's not so bad. Knowing where to look is part of it. I'm sure you can find someone with similar interests. It just takes a little guts, some hope, and understanding.
Blue Snick. How do you feel about Natsuri?
Just more silly shipping. Like, believe it or not, Yuri and Natsuki don't hate each other. They have different tastes and opinions, but they're still friends. Maybe people like the idea of opposites attracting in that way, but seriously. And neither of them is gay. They both crush on MC all the same. But don't let me stop you from enjoying your fantasies.
And Russ Demkin, what did you say to Sayori?
What did I say to? Oh, you mean... that day. Of all the things I did, I regret this one the most. I feel I should preface this by reminding you. It was not my intent for her to die. I wanted to stop her from her confessing her love, as part of my effort to get closer to the player. But what I told her was... I told her that MC didn't love her, that he wouldn't reciprocate her feelings. Although she was better off not thinking about him anymore, that his heart belonged to someone else. And the real tragedy of it is that in some cases it was true. I mean, dearest friend is an option it always gives you. And lying about it would be so much worse. But to say it out loud, to tell her that for the reasons I did. It was so despicable. It's the worst thing I've ever done. And God help me if I somehow ever top it. Oh gosh, that was the last one. Sorry to end on such a downer. I liked answering your questions. Really, I did. I hope you enjoyed it too, most of it at least. Thank you for all of your comments. Thank you for everything.
Alright, well that was Monica's anime. Then Ciara pops up because hers is next. We're just gonna drop a save right there, even though there's really no reason to, because like the way this mod works is like go back to the main menu, it's like, oh, you lost your progress, then you go to the AMA menu and it's like, oh no, it's persistent data, it's perfectly fine. But anyway, we'll just seek knowledge elsewhere for now.
Alright, see you next time!
Because I only needed 4 episodes to cover for the week, and that is going to do it for now. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more Doki Doki. Hope to see you then, bye-bye!